For anyone who has pondered the vastness of our universe, the rich variety of our planets, and the endlessly fascinating world of knowledge that surrounds us, we present you a video exploring a full spectrum of topics from the universe to climate and weather, from human world to science and technology. This video is the ultimate family reference. Rivers. Large natural streams of flowing water run through every continent. Wide rivers even flow beneath Antarctica's massive ice sheets. Rivers are found in every kind of terrain. Some flow continuously with great force, some experience seasonal surge, and some dry up intermittently. South America's Amazon River carries more water than any other river on Earth. Rivers vary widely in length. A river may have a fairly short course, or it can span much of a continent. The Mississippi River bisects most of the United States from its source in Minnesota to its delta in Louisiana. Rivers plays a major role in the water cycle, discharging large amount of fresh water into the oceans where evaporation occurs. Clouds form from the resulting water vapor and travel inland, creating precipitation and a supply of fresh water to rivers and streams. Since the beginning of human settlements, river valleys have been favored location. They provide a reliable water supply for settlers and their crops and provide a means for moving people and goods. As industries developed, river waters were harnessed to power machinery. In flood, however, out of control rivers threaten lives and property. From its source in a melting mountain glacier, a river flows swiftly downhill, cutting a narrow valley. Smaller streams, called tributaries, flow in from springs and lakes. Where the river tumbles over rock and down steep bluffs, rapids and waterfall occur. Further downstream, the terrain flattens out and the river flows more slowly, winding from one side to the other. A mature river meanders, creating large, lazy loops that sometimes curve so much only a narrow neck of land separates either side of the loop. The river gradually widens and forms a floodplain. As it nears the ocean, it may form a marsh, shredding the heavy load of sand, silt, and clay it has been moving along the rivers creates an expanse of flat, fertile land called as delta. Bodies of water surrounded by land, lakes are found on every continent and in every kind of environment, totaling in the millions throughout the world. Lakes vary in size from small ones, typically called ponds, to bodies of water so large they are known as seas. Lakes form in basins, depressions in the Earth's surface, which are created in a number of ways. Many lakes, especially those found in the northern hemisphere, trace their origin to the work of glaciers at the height of their last ice age. The glaciers ground out pits and hollows in the land they traveled over. When the ice retreated, the depressions filled with water. Glaciers also carved valleys, then demanded them with the deposits they left behind, forming lakes. Shifts in earth crust creates depression that may fill with water from rainfall or streams. When crustal movements occur near the ocean, a part of that ocean may be cut off by the uplifted block of land. Volcanoes also participate in the formation of the lakes. The crater of an inactive volcano may fill with water, as we call caldera, the depression formed when a volcano blows its top and collapses. Meandering rivers, landslides, and the dam building work of beavers also create lakes. Artificial lakes are created as water supply reservoirs or for recreational purposes. Lakes receive their water from rain, ice, and snow melts, streams, and groundwaters. Lakes can be open or closed. An open lake discharges water by an outlet such as streams or by seepage. A closed lake has no such outlet but loses water from evaporation. In some lakes, evaporation greatly concentrates minerals content, creating salty bodies such as Great Salt Lake in Utah with water saltier than the ocean. The largest lake in the world is Caspian Sea. Its salinity varies from one region to another. It was formed when tectonic movements created barricades that cut off the enclosed a portion of the ocean. No water flows out of the Caspian Sea into any ocean. Located at the nexus between Asia and the Middle East, it covers about 1,40,000 square miles. Of the largest lakes, three belongs to the Great Lakes system of Northern America, like Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and Lake Michigan. The two are found in Africa, Lake Victoria and Lake Tanganyika. A dam is a structure built across a river to control its flow. Sometimes a reservoir or lake is created between the dam and can be used for recreation. Water flow controlled by a dam may be used to supply water to nearby communities or power a hydroelectric plant or to irrigate crops. Dam can be built in different designs and of different materials such as earth, rock, or concrete. Most large dams are made of concrete. They are often designed to arc towards the incoming flow of water, a design that provides additional strength and distributes the weight of the water to the ends of the dam. Dams typically have a valve built in to allow operators to release excess water from the upstream side. They also have spillways to release larger amounts of water in order to prevent unwanted flooding. Dam building, as in the case of the construction of the Nile's Aswan Dam in the late 19th century, or of China's Three Gorge Dam in the 20th century, sometimes floods land that has importance economically, culturally, or as wildlife habitats. Dams must be designed to withstand the challenge of floods or earthquakes. Enormous damage can occur when a major dam breaks, often including loss of life. Ice, which is water in its frozen solid state, will form when the water temperature reaches 32 degrees Fahrenheit. In cold weather, ice appears on rivers, lakes, and the ocean. In areas where it is perpetually cold, ice becomes a part of the landscape as features such as glaciers, ice caps, and ice sheets. Glaciers form in locations where ice snow accumulates faster than it can melt, usually in mountainous areas. Over time, the snow becomes compressed and recrystallized into ice. When the ice reaches a solid mass of a certain thickness, it can begin to move or flow under its own weight. Most glaciers move very slowly, perhaps only a few inches a year, but under some circumstances they advance quickly. An ice cap is a thick layer of ice and snow that has formed a permanent crust over areas of land. Such formations are found primarily in polar regions. Sometimes the term ice cap is usually interchangeable with ice sheets, although an ice sheet usually is larger. Ice sheets that cover continents are known as continental glaciers. The Antarctic ice sheet, for example, is a continental glacier. It covers almost 98% of the continent of Antarctica and contains about 85% of the world's ice and about two-thirds of the world's fresh water. The area of the Antarctic ice sheet is shrinking at what many scientists consider an alarm rate for the future of the planet, as it is also case with the Greenland ice sheet. An iceberg forms when a large chunk of ice calves or breaks off from a glacier and falls into the sea. Icebergs are formed of fresh water, not salt water. The water in iceberg is so pure that in some places chunks of icebergs are removed and melted, and the resulting water is used in cooking and brewing. In the northern hemisphere, most icebergs originate from glaciers on Greenland, and they often drift southwards into the North Atlantic Ocean. In the southern hemisphere, glaciers frequently calve from glaciers in Antarctica. As little as one tenth of the glacier is visible above the water, the phenomena that inspired the familiar phrase, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Sharp ice on the hidden parts of an iceberg poses a threat to ships such as historic cruise liners Titanic, whose half was pierced by underwater ice in 1912, resulting in the swift sinking of the ship and the tragic death of more than 1,500 people.